What's up, YouTube? What is going on? It's your boy DJ Shaw, One King Legend, coming at you here with another quick one. All right. So this is just a little update on the Wasi, Admark, and the Mackie Soundsystem build. All right, we're doing things big over here. All right, mess with one of the most powerful amplifiers out there. All right, one of the most popular amplifiers right now. All right, along with the Wasi. All right, so the Admark and the Wasi right now are leading the way. All right. I know there's lots of power soft guys out there hating right now. You know, they're kind of shuffling around in their seat, wondering what's going on. You know, why these amplifiers are so hot right now, right? That's because we're doing what you're doing, right? What you're doing with your power softs and your lab groupings. You know, we're doing the same thing right now, right? We're getting the same results, pretty much, right? So I never said that Admark was better than PowerSoft. All right, I know someone commented and said PowerSoft is way better than Admark. Yes, yes. Okay, it's like a Mercedes Benz and versus a little economy Honda or whatever the case may be. Yes, we get it. We know that. But you know what? They can both go the same distance, buddy. All right. So get out your feelings. All right, and understand what I'm saying. All right. For the price, you can't beat the Admark, right? Or the Wasi, all right? So we're gonna leave it right there. And the only reason why you UK guys play such a heavy bass is because you guys are still lugging around with those big refrigerator boxes, right? You know, we've kind of downsized here in the States. So you know, we don't really knock down buildings like we used to. But we can get there, all right? We can do the same thing you guys are doing. You know, the equipment is there, technology is there. We can do the same thing. So don't think that the UK is leading with sound systems. All right, things and times have changed. All right, we can do what you guys are doing. All right, we can play at 220 same way. We can build big refrigerator scoops, boxes, whatever, same way. All right, we can do the same things. We can play dubwise. Dubwise is why your bass is heavy, because you know, that genre of music is low frequency driven. All right, that music goes down to 20 hertz or whatever. Hip hop and dancehall is not really hitting at 20 hertz like that. All right, but if you, anyone out there, you play some dubwise music and listen to the way your bass sounds. All right, I mean, it's totally different. I mean, bass is way heavier, and you're hitting every low end note. All right, so you don't get that from playing hip hop or just dancehall. All right, it's like 40 hertz and up. So yes, we can hit 30 hertz or you know, whatever the case may be. All right, because someone said we can't hit below 40 hertz. Can't say that, buddy. We play the same genre of music and tune our systems to do that, and it will do the same thing you're doing. Right? So that's another one. So another thing, let me address. All right, the way that I installed the Admark amplifier into the rack. You know, I've seen a couple of videos. Big up yourself, Al Pacino. And I saw another video where you know, guys are body slamming their racks down on the ground and saying, "Yeah, this is the way you install your amplifier," and so forth. Yeah, I know. You're throwing, you know, you're throwing words out there, whatever, towards me or whatever, the way I installed that Admark amplifier. But I had a reason for doing it that way. Okay. It's not everything you see you must go to judgmental and say, look, you don't even know how to install an amplifier. No, I did it the best way I could at that moment while the record button was on, okay? All right. So when I took that amplifier out the box, I thought to myself, I said, you know what? This amplifier is very deep. I don't think it's going to fit in that rack perfectly. Okay, that was number one. When I started putting it in there, I realized that the amplifier is about an inch. I measured it, showed you everything on the video. I was like, look, it's about an inch deeper than the rack. Now, I couldn't have laid the rack down and mounted that amplifier because it would be sticking up. There would be no way to screw it down, right? Because the amplifier would be touching the ground while the rack is down there, right? So there's no way to do that. Second thing, the cart that the rack is on is not fully mounted to the rack. So if I laid it down, the wheels are gonna come off because the dolly is just sitting onto the rack. You get what I'm saying? So that wasn't going to happen for me to put all 3 amplifiers in there and then lift it up and put it back on the dolly. No, record button is hit. Anyone who's watched my videos know that once I hit record, I usually just keep on going, all right, until I'm done. All right, so you guys can pause and throw your equipment in and then unpause and say, look, yeah, see, look how fast I did. No, I did this in real time just to show you, you know, what I'm doing or whatever the case may be. All right, quite a few people watched it with no problems because they know how it is. You hit record button, you have no time to do the drastic moves. Okay, now if I wasn't recording, yeah, I would have went outside and I would have found something to prop the rack up and gave it that extra 2 inches that I needed to clear the cord and to clear the rack ears, so that way the rack is lifted up off the ground enough to get the amplifier down in there. All right. Another thing that I could have did to get it down in there was to put on the back cover onto the rack, and then that way I would have got an extra inch or 2 inches, because the back cover is about 2 inches extra deep or whatever the case may be. So that would have gave me a little clearance, not 100% because the wire sticks out also. All right. I haven't tried taking that wire off because it's not like a power con clip where you just turn and pull it off. So I don't know, maybe it screws off, but I haven't tried it. All right, so that's that right there. I wasn't trying to go up in the attic and go get the covers for the rack and come down and do the video. You know what? Once I started recording, I was like, that's it. I'm just going to do it the way I can right now. Whatever. I knew the comments was going to come because I said, watch somebody say, you put in the rack, the amplifier the wrong way, right? Okay. It doesn't matter. If there was a bunch of equipment, I could have slid it in the same way and mounted it up easily, but there was nothing in there, okay? The only thing I did was put the face plates on there and trying to hold it up and screw it at the same time, all right? That amplifier is probably about 25, 30 pounds, so yeah. Try holding it up with one hand and do it the way I did. Then you can brag about something, all right? But other than that, I'm go downstairs and I might do a little bass test or whatever the case may be, you know, with the JBL SPL tester thingy, you know, see what kind of notes I'm getting out of there or whatever. And I did order Neutriks for my wire to plug in the extra horn or whatever that I didn't have in last time. And I'll just show the Neutriks plug. Someone wanted to see how the Neutrik plug looks. And I'm going to show you the 12 gauge wire, you know, the size of it versus putting it in that little hole in the Neutriks. And that's about it. We're going to go wake up the beast. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to pause and I'm going to go downstairs or whatever. And I'm going to do that. All right. And big up everyone who's liked and subscribed. All right. I want to thank you. All right. And, you know, they say closed mouth don't get fed. So please like, please subscribe, please share the knowledge. You know, that's like my thing now, all right? Because I'm asking for what I want. All right. Please like, please subscribe. So we get this channel up there a little bit, all right? And I can bring you more content. With that will motivate me to buy more things and to make more videos, all right? That's my motivation right there this year. You know, as I see the subscribers coming in, the likes going up, that motivates me to do more videos. But you know, it's like not getting paid and you're doing work, you know. It doesn't cost anything to hit that subscribe button or the like button. 1 second. It's just like strolling. Just hit and keep it moving. All right. So let me pause this right here and I'll go downstairs and we see what's taking place. All right. Wake that beast up. All right. Oh yeah, before I go, let me just show you a little flyer here from back in the day so y'all see where I'm coming from, all right? You see that right there? See it says King Legend in the middle. All right, so these are hip-hop DJs. They're famous right now. DJ Clue, DJ LS1. All right, and you see the date up there, 1996, all right? So don't think I haven't been around the block, all right? I've been there, like I've been telling y'all, been there, done it, all right? You know what I mean? It's one of the clubs I used to play at. All right, 1998. So I've been around the block a little bit. All right, I've been in the snow carrying scoops, 18-inch scoops on ice into a club, driving home when the sun is coming up, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. No one on the street but a U-Haul truck. Right, I've been there. I've been done it. All right, so I've took breaks in the middle, so everything is not 100%. But it all comes back. It's like riding a bike. Once you've ridden it, you can just hop on. You might miss the pedal a couple of times, but you're gonna get it right. So I've got some gaps in between, but everything is coming back now. So watch out, all right? We're gonna build a what do you call it? A powerhouse here, all right? All right, one of the most powerful sound systems out there. All right, that's my goal. We're gonna do it. All right, with y'all likes and with y'all subscribes, we're gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna show you what a sound system is. All right. All right, let's see if we can go in here and wake up the beast. All right. Let's see what we got in here. All right. Let's go in here with this. Just gonna wake this monster up. All right. See what we got here. So wake it up. All right, it's all covered up and everything. See that? See that? See how I take care of my equipment, y'all? Cover it up, no dust. No dust. Nothing getting through there. All right. Turn on this light here. All right. Pull this piece out. I can probably just push it out. Trying to do this with one hand. Alright, so this piece comes off. You put your wire through here. Alright. This piece right here slides forward, pushes out. Alright, and this is where you make your connections right here. If you can see that. See those little holes. Has some screws on the side. You loosen them up, and that little metal piece in the center right there tightens up onto the wire. Alright, so this is a speak-on plug, alright? Alright, so that's my wire here. So I gotta feed that into there. And that's the part that I hate, alright? I just like doing this. Alright, so imagine having like a 10 gauge wire and you gotta feed it into those little holes. Alright, you gotta cut back the wire a little bit to make it a little bit thinner, so it's not as thick, to get it down in there nice and snug. Alright, and you make sure you pull on it so that way it doesn't come out. Like rolling up your wires or something and you tug on it. You don't want to pop the plug off, alright? So you got to make sure it's down in there. Or possibly maybe you can solder it down in there. I'm not sure, I've never did that, but I mean that's an idea. But yeah, they should make these bigger to where you can put bigger gauge wire or whatever, or it not being such a hassle, right? Yeah, Neutrik, y'all need to make them bigger, right? Make them for down to like 10 gauge or whatever the case may be. So that way it's not a struggle. They do have the solder kind, but I'm not soldering anything, so I prefer these. Alright, these cost a little bit more, but I prefer those. I don't have to solder. So if I do want to change a plug, I can just, unscrew them, boom, and take my time getting the wire down in there versus unsoldering and doing all of that, alright? I think this is a much quicker fix than doing it that way. Alright, so this goes like that. And you slide that down in there. But make sure you put this part on the wire first before you before you put the wires down in there, alright? Because this right here kind of grips the wire a little tight, alright? You don't have to use this, but it's good to use it. Alright? Keeps your wire secure a little bit. Okay, alright, so let me mount this up here. And I'm gonna turn on the beast. Alright. So last time I turned it on after I put the amplifier in there, somebody had to say, oh yeah, your highs are a little hot. Well, homie, I just turned on the sound. I told you I didn't even tune it. I didn't do anything. New amplifiers, new settings, new speakers. I haven't tuned anything in the drive rack. Alright, all I did was plug in the amplifiers, turn up the gains on them, and play the track. That was it. So whatever was hot, whatever didn't sound clear, whatever wasn't hitting right to you, I apologize, alright? But that's what you call recording. That's what happens, alright? So the day when I say, okay, my system is tuned, listen carefully, put some headphones on, play it through a system and do whatever, that's when it's tuned, alright? But until then, these videos are just basically just going through certain things and letting you see what I'm working with and, you know, what's what. Alright, so let me just say, I played the sound for probably about 4 hours or so. 4 or 5 hours the other day. Make sure you can see that. About 4 or 5 hours, you know, just letting everything do its thing. And with playing 4 hours, you know, I was just checking the temperature on everything, making sure everything is, you know, not getting hot or anything like that. And I will say, I mean, the Wasis were a little warm to the touch, you know, not hot, but just warm. But the Admark was cold, pretty much like room temp. I mean, it was like it wasn't doing anything, like it wasn't on the whole time, right? So that's a thumbs up, all right? That's really good on the Admark. I mean, that less heat thing that I was explaining when I was unboxing, it's really there, all right? So yeah, the thing was like cold as if it wasn't even on. But you know, the Wasis was a little warm, the crown was warm, but you know, the Admark to the touch was very cold, like it was just room temp. You know, the Mackie is good. I have no complaints with that. Mackie is what Mackie is, you know what I mean? You're getting that quality every time, alright? There is no guesswork, you know, it's just pretty much, it is what it is. Straightforward. Alright, so let me go ahead and put something on. I might run a little dB test or something. I really don't have to put a wire on right now, but I don't know. I do need to change the wire in the back too. Alright. See, I have my little remote here for my lights, right? So I can pretty much hit different colors. Alright, so I prefer the blue because it matches the Wasi. Alright, so that's what I'm running with. So I can move this thing up. Alright, so while that loads up, go ahead and try to put this wire on. Y'all hear me cussing, don't laugh, alright? Because I hate doing this. Yeah, you gotta put the black part and the base onto the wire first before you do the Neutriks, alright? The next thing about it, it's hard to see the numbers, alright? Alright, so I'm going to put on a dubwise track. I'm going to make sure that it's just the bass playing, so that way I don't get any copyrights. But we're going to see what we can hit real quick. Alright, so let me find that. Alright. And y'all don't be out there playing no dubs and think I don't have no dubs, alright? I got lots of dubs. Alright? I can definitely defend myself with some music. Alright? Where we at here? Trying to find that dubwise folder. No, I got it here. Big up Clarky. Clarky had sent me a folder with some dubwise music on there. Alright. Focus on this computer here. Alright, here we go. Dubwise UK trucks, right? Ooh. Can't remember which one I got copyrighted for last time. But I think you have up to 30 seconds to play a track before it's considered a copyright strike. Let me find this JBL audio tester. Because if I'm playing it through the camera, you can't really tell how loud it is. So when I do this, you can see for yourself. And it's pretty loud. Alright. I'll find this JBL thing. Where did I put it? Okay. Alright, so there go the JBL tools right there. Let me do this first. Let me go to a YouTube track so at least I can play something. I'm just scared of the copyright thing again. some headphones so that way you can hear how it really sounds, right? Okay, that's all bass right there, and I'm standing over here away from the speakers, okay? Just that box to the right playing. Just that box to the right playing. The Admark is playing that box, 2 to 218. Not turned up at all either. It's very low. Alright, I'm not trying to destroy my garage, right? Let me show you the settings on here. See that? Look where the mixer gain is at. Way down there. Okay. So it's not high at all. There's like no light. It might be one light on the Admark. I didn't even look. Yeah, it's only one light. So you see that it's very low. This thing hits very hard, man. Very hard. Alright, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the speak on, and I'm gonna catch y'all on another video, alright? Just wanted to adjust a few things. Alright. Matter of fact, let me show y'all what I was talking about. It's the rack. I'll show you what I was talking about with the rack. And you see the rack? You see how the amplifier sticks out? Okay. That's why I couldn't lay it down, alright? It's one of the main reasons. The second reason, this plate is not mounted onto the rack fully, okay? It's just sitting there. Alright? I think I put about one little screw at each end. So with the weight of everything, if I lift it up, this thing will pop off, okay? I didn't bolt it down as yet. Alright, so that's to clear that up. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Alright.